Today we're going to learn how to make a burlap wreath with the pull-through or bubble method.
Hey, Ma!
To make this wreath, you'll need a wire frame. Of course, I always get mine from Dollar Tree. Scissors, burlap. This burlap came from Joann's Fabric. I think it was only $8. You'll need wire and, of course, wire cutters. First, you'll need to cut a piece of wire, not too long, maybe 5 inches. You're going to use this to anchor the burlap to the wire frame. You only need like 1 piece. So I fold the burlap in half, and then I fold it in half again, and I thread the wire through it, just one part. And then I use that to anchor it to one of the posts. And just make sure that's secure. Alright, so now you're ready to start making your wreath. Just thread it through the innermost hole, and then the middle hole, and then the outer hole. As you can see, these are the bubbles in the pull-through method. So once again, up close, you're just going to thread it through and make this kind of like little loop. Don't pull it too far out. And then you'll do it again in the next rung, the next hole, and try to make that even. It'll look neater if they're all even. And then finally you do it on the outermost hole. And that's pretty much it. That's the whole technique. All you're going to do is keep repeating this. So I find the first one is kind of slippery, so I just use a clip usually to hold that in place. And what you're going to do the next one is give it like 1 or 2 twists. And then again, you'll start with the innermost hole, and thread that through about the same height as the other one, and then go to the middle, and then the outside. And that's really the whole technique. You'll just continue doing that. Now for this wreath, I'm only doing it twice per section. You see I have 3 loops there and 3 loops there, and I want it to be a kind of loose looking wreath, so that's enough for that, and I'll move on to the next section. Sometimes I'll do it with 3 per section. That'll be a much tighter kind of bubble or loop. And I'll do that if I'm not putting a lot of decorations on it or something like that. But for this one, I want it to look very loose and kind of relaxed. This was a wreath I was making for my daughter. I think I show it at the end, or it's kind of halfway done at the end. I'll show you kind of an example of something that you can do with it. I'll leave you a link. But you can see this is really fast. I'm already like a third done, and I basically just started. I just always tidy it up and make sure that they're all the same height. Alright, almost done here. Again, give it a twist or 2, and then weave it through the middle. Well, not the middle. The inner hole, then the middle hole, then the outer hole. Yes. That. Okay, the first part of the last section is done. Give it a twist. And then the inner hole, and the middle hole, and again the outer hole, and then this is done. Here's how you finish it. Of course, cut off the burlap, giving yourself a little bit of leeway there. And then the back side, you're going to twist it again, and then on that original piece of wire, just thread it through. I folded it in half twice again. And you're just going to thread it through and bend the wire around to fasten it in place. So you really only use one piece of wire for this whole project. Here I'm giving it a little zhuzh. Make it nice and pretty. Cover the wire wherever you see the wires showing through. Here's my technique for putting a ribbon on it so that you can hang it up on the door pretty easily. I just thread the ribbon through and I put a little bit of hot glue on it to keep it in place, and again thread it through the wire frame. Make 2 loops. Make sure you're doing it evenly so it's not twisted. That way this will hang up on any door hanger. You don't ever have to worry about that. And that's it. Here's a close-up of how the ribbon looks when you're done. Sometimes I'll use the hot glue. If I see like pesky pieces of wire, I'll go ahead and just hot glue the burlap in place. And also, like I said, I'm sending this to my daughter, and she's a grad student, and I know she doesn't have time to be careful with things, so I'm going to just glue a bunch of the burlap in place so that she doesn't grab a piece of it and the whole thing unravels. That is a thing that can happen. You just might want to go around and hot glue some pieces strategically in place. Here's how the finished wreath looks. So I'm going to show you just a quick example of one of the wreaths that I actually have on our channel and how easy it was to decorate, just to give you ideas of things you can do once you master the burlap bubble pull-through technique. It's really simple. So if you found value in this video and you liked the project that we did today, please feel free to subscribe and also like this video. We have a lot of interesting different techniques that we use for our wreaths and other things. Lots of fall crafts coming and lots of winter crafts too, so you don't want to miss any of those. And thanks for watching. Bye!